So as we end 2015, we've had our first snowfall, and I'm on my first official winter walk, and it was just reflecting back on all the lessons in 2015 and the pace of it all, and you know, the amount of self-love that I've been able to find. And I mean, I guess remember within myself that I hold for myself on every aspect. And just the other day, as I was celebrating the winter solstice, which was so beautiful. Last year, I think I completely shut down in some sort of defense mechanism of the ego, and I didn't really welcome the winter solstice into my heart. And this time around, I remembered, and it felt so good to do my seasonal meditation and to really embrace the winter season and the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. And it's just, you know, it's embracing the masculine and feminine within you to give birth to this new child that is you, a brand new human upon the earth, you know, a brand new start, brand new beginning. Everything is new, and how we perceive, and that, you know, we are in a constant state of love that is so much more openly available to us because our filters don't run as thick as 3D. So it's a beautiful thing, and embracing that is just amazing. And over these last few days, you know, the final push of 2015, I read this article that came up around last winter solstice that I, you know, like I said, completely it just shut down for. And it talked about guilt, especially with gift buying and giving more than you think you should, because, you know, it's almost like an obligation or something. And this article from last year that I had posted and supposedly read didn't resonate till this year, and that was the holding of guilt and feeling it within your body and where it is. And for me, it's in my upper left shoulder, and I've always felt a weight there. And so it's a part of my body that I love to stretch, and I focus on stretching in my yoga meditation and all that. And on my other side, on my right shoulder, sit shame, and I never really allowed myself to feel the full extent of those emotions. And I found it, I was compelled to do so. And all these signs, this 2-year cycle that I have found myself in, I feel is now completely being reborn in 2016. I am ready to face the guilt and shame that I had held for my spiritual practice because of definitions that carried along with it from the old 3D paradigm. And realizing this guilt and shame that I had felt through my own personal journey of self-discovery and remembrance. You know, I brought all these people with me, people that I love, and people that have taught me how to love unconditionally. And I was holding so much guilt and shame for living from outside of the crowd, and I wasn't even realizing it. And I was judging people for living a certain way and acting a certain way. And, you know, for 2 years I didn't get this reflection. I didn't know what it was reflecting back to me, and I couldn't figure it out. I tried so hard, I pushed so hard. And then all of a sudden it made sense. I have to, you know, allow this guilt and shame to completely face me so I can completely let it go. Here, you know, and as we're talking about it, my dog is going a little crazy. See? Emotions. Releasing those emotions. That's what the dog signifies. Water, you know, getting your feet wet and going right in. And in the cold winter water. I mean, it's just a beautiful sign. So thank you, Mama Earth. Next to these whipping willows that have been, you know, friends of mine for quite some time. I've sat under them many a times. I've, you know, talked with them through some of my most trying moments. But to bring it all back and to wrap it up, guys, you know, the winter solstice is so beautiful when you embrace it. All the seasons. But the winter solstice, I think, is so easily almost like, oh, winter. You know, it's like embrace the cold, embrace the crisp, because with the cold, you know, that crispness and freshness, it's all this accumulation of so much, and you're giving this beautiful opportunity to let it all go, to let it all die. But at this instantly, you're reborn. So, you know, it's instant and it's beautiful. And I'm so happy that I have chosen to allow myself to love myself enough to remember that self-love and the purity of my own light and being and the magnificence of it, that I should no longer feel guilty for being who I am and being fucking spectacular, and willing to share that with myself mostly, you know, because that's all it's about. With yourself, are you willing to share your awesomeness with yourself? Are you willing to be the best that you can be and let go of those really deep-rooted things that you didn't even know you were carrying? Allow the winter solstice to bring that to you. So, congrats on a phenomenal year, fellow travelers. I love you all so much. And this is Agnes B, sending you lots of love. Peace.